We are fixing, in the South, fixing means I'm going to do something. We're going to make the second racking of our two types of wine that we set up on June the 25th. And to remind you that we have watermelon wine and we have peach wine. And you notice that in both, it's easier to see on the peach wine that this is definitely a settlement. We're going to try to pour this off and keep that on the bottom. And you see a different layer here. It's not so defined in this watermelon wine. It's just a thin layer down there. So I'm going to have to be careful to, when we decant this off, we're going to decant it off into some vessels here that have been autoclaved and sterilized with our 5-star solution. And one thing is unique about these bottles. I have several. They have their own lid on them, and we're gonna, when we get to doing this, we're gonna fill them up. We got to be careful because we can't see through this blue one. It's better to have colored bottles because the light of the hallway or the light will degrade some of this stuff. But it's worse that you can't see the product anymore. So we're gonna use these connectors as much as possible to get this racked and this racked. So we're gonna fill it up as far as we can go. The other goal here is to eliminate air now. We're not putting the potassium sorbate in it because we're going to be doing it at a lower temperature than normal, and we're hoping the temperature does the job that the sorbate would have done. So this is this process here is just going to be, and we have sterilized this jug, and all we got to do now is to see how, without shaking the product, how this is going to work. First of all, I want to get a little notice and see if my camera person can smell. Oh, what happened? I'm going to be careful. You kind of help me watch the bottom. That would, if I start getting in it, to be very. And also, can you see the level in the?
Yes, keep going.
Am I doing okay?
Yeah. Slow down. A little bit more.
I can't see anything.
Keep going. Lift it. All right, stop there.
You ready?
Yep.
All right, we successfully got one bottle racked. We're going to put a label on it. Now, here's the deal. Unless your grandparents were hoarders and you go out in the barn, you probably would find a lot of these in a box somewhere. But if you don't have a barn, I would suggest you just get a big, I would even say a plastic bottle, like a drinking water bottle. And you can seal it with the screw if you do a drinking water bottle, or something like if you have a whole batch of it, you could do it in a 3-liter jug, plastic jug. And the beauty about a plastic jug is flexible. And we noticed right now that we're still getting a significant amount of CO2 over here. So we're going to let this settle for a while and even maybe close it down. So don't worry about the bottle too much. Any inexpensive bottle, the secret here is to keep it out of light. Keep it at, say, 13 degrees or 55 degrees Fahrenheit. And we have now eliminated, there's a little bit of headspace there. And this is strong enough and this bottle is strong enough, this is not going to explode. This is nowhere near what the CO2 that one is. So most of our activities here, we're going to let that rest for a day. For a little while today, maybe come back to it. And in the meanwhile, let's try, while we own this progress, I'm just going to put this lid on. We're going to let this set and see if that filters back out. So we'll put a label. Whoop, we already got a label on this one, so we're good to go. So now, if we can use both of these quarts today, that's going to be the permanent rack for the watermelon. And what we're going to do is label it, because we got two good racks. This one, regardless of what they say, this oxygenated could probably grow some bacterial cells by this. I'm going to smell this one later. We're going to, oh! Hello, Daddy. There's something in there. This one popped pretty good. And I don't see any bubbles like we had before. So, let's, these are smaller jugs, so I don't know how this ratio is going to work. If you can keep an eye on that bottom thing in the, look at this. About right there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That works so well. This has got a nice smell. And Tom T. Hall can't be wrong. Watermelon wine. We've got it stirred up a little bit. I'm trying to be careful. I've got a plan here. I was hoping to fill this up before that crud got in there. I believe I can make it. All right. This, I'm gonna mix up with the remnants of this. So, two of these jars took almost a quart. I think would be accurate. So I've got enough here to do these two.